Kia ora everyone, I'm Micah Ackroyd from Let's Shop Tairāwhiti. We're again collaborating with the Gisborne Herald, and now we're talking to personality framers and how they've taken adjusting to the different levels during lockdown.
I'm Dawn Moreti, and my husband.
Don Moreti.
We've got personality framers, 118 Bright Street, Gisborne. Our speciality is custom framing, and we also sell artist quality art supplies, and we do laminating as well.
I mean, before level 4, yeah, we kind of had some, some things in the pipeline to spruce up the shop. It's been sort of, a long time coming, but that's sort of been put on the back burner now. We were ticking away quite nicely. I mean, we were never going to be millionaires or anything like that, but that was cool. We had our livelihood, and we're just grateful that we had a business in Gisborne that we could have a lifestyle with, and our kids can come and go freely when need be. But picture framing, we're lucky, we're the only picture framers in town. No, there's a pretty big artist community in Gisborne, and yeah, they seem to support us quite well.
Yeah, it was a bit of a worry. We thought we didn't really know how long, but we thought it could be 4 weeks, it could even go out to 12 weeks. We're lucky that it's moved to level 3, so we've been able to open at least on a reduced schedule, and we've still got plenty of work on before it went on to level 4. We've had work coming in, even via email and message.
We took the mortgage holiday. It does help. We thought we'd push on and try and get through, take all the help that we can get at this point. We know it's probably going to get a bit harder before it gets a bit easier. Our heads in the game of no extras really, just minimise all our outgoings and just try and cover that.
Definitely had more time with the kids, which has been great. Our kids are only young, 5 and 8, so it's been nice to be home with them every day and just be able to go out and do things like walk the dog every day and go for bike rides, and our house got spring cleaned, and our garage, things that have been at the bottom of the to-do list for ages. Toi Haukura, a few different businesses contacting us saying we want to support you, how can we do it, even under these circumstances, so that's been good. Customers ringing up or emailing and offering to settle accounts even though they don't have the product yet, just because they're thinking of us, wanting to keep the cash flow for us coming through, so we were quite humbled that they were offering to do that. So I think that says a lot about our community.
It's huge.
And also our landlord, he was great. He offered us a 50% discount on our outgoings here, lease and rates and everything, so that has been huge for us. All those kind of things gives you a little bit more hope and a little bit more strength to think we can get through it.
And for people could still walk up to the shop door. That was pretty straightforward, just block the door essentially, show some signage about your situation. It's easy, I guess, to become complacent and relax because of where we are in Gisborne, and knowing that we don't have any active cases anymore.
But then you've got to remind yourself you don't want to go back to level 4, so just keep doing what you're doing, because that would be devastating.
Weighing on our minds is it's not going to be right back to where it was prior to level 4, so it's going to be a bit of a slog to get back to somewhere near that point. Yes, it won't mean we'll get ahead, but it will mean we'll meet our obligations. Do you know what I mean?
Sad, you hear a lot of people already closing down and people losing jobs. I know some people already at that stage, so yeah, that's devastating.
With every day comes a little bit more optimism,
Especially the professional artists contacting us about supplies and saying, like, we want to support you over anyone, so do you have it, can you get it? Because I'd rather get it from you than order online. So, we've got to be thankful for that. Go for it.
You go. I'd just like to say thank you to the Gisborne Herald, probably for keeping a lot of us sane over the last month or so. It's like a rock. It's like something you can rely on. It's like the 6 o'clock news, the newspaper. And Shop Tairāwhiti, thank you very much for looking after your local businesses. The silver lining is I probably haven't spoke to my great grandmother more than in this whole period. You know what I mean? So that's been cool, and my sisters and my family. In that first couple of weeks we were virtually talking every day, So it's been nice to get some time back to be able to connect with people that have been in the shadows a little bit, and so those vulnerable people or lonely people have been sort of brought into the light a little bit. So that's been really nice, and the family time, that's been huge. I mean,
if we are looking at purchasing something, just talking about it, is that locally owned? Is that New Zealand made? So we're already sort of started thinking a bit more about where we'll shop to support our community and New Zealand.
Because after living in Sydney for nearly 15 years, it was all like this real kind of
Go.
everyone's climbing on each other to get ahead, whereas in Gisborne, everyone brings you along.
I think as long as people remember to support local, I think we're going to be okay.